How would you like to feel more connected and present with your family for the holidays? I know that seems overwhelming and almost impossible sometimes with everything that's going on in all of our lives, but I'm going to share one thing you can do to achieve that on this episode.
Welcome to Lift Your Future, a podcast that teaches you coping skills through stories, methods, and proven techniques to improve relationships and outcomes in your personal and professional life. I'm Nicole Winkler, a licensed therapist and executive coach. On this podcast, we'll share relatable life experiences designed to help you grow. I will provide easy, practical ways to develop thoughts, feelings, and behaviors to impact your life, both personally and professionally. My goal is simple: to help you lift your future.
Welcome back to Lift Your Future. Today, we're going to talk about really important skill that we can all learn and practice throughout our day to increase our happiness and increase our self-esteem, decrease stress, and improve relationship satisfaction. And that one skill is gratitude. The practice of gratitude, being grateful and appreciative and thankful for things that we have in our lives. That doesn't mean that our lives are going swimmingly. That doesn't mean that we still don't have some roadblocks and some uphill battles to climb. But being grateful in the moment has been proven in multiple studies to improve our happiness and to really refocus and change our mindset. Shift that mindset, because when we have negative emotions, they stick like super glue in our brain. And that is by design, because not that many years ago, we had to survive. And our negative emotions, fear, loneliness, not knowing, anger, anything like that, it was really kind of tied to our survival. But now we have very nice lives. Most of the time we have a place to live, we have plumbing, we have running water, we have food, and even just the practice of thinking about when you're eating, what am I eating? Where did this come from? I was eating an orange yesterday with my girls. They're like, where are these oranges from? They were from Florida. How did the oranges get here? And so we talked about just the practice of all the work that goes in behind the scenes to make our lives easier and to have the simplicity. And so really being aware and shifting that mindset to what I'm grateful for. There's a 5-minute gratitude journal. You can go on Amazon and get that. It takes about 5 minutes in the morning, the evening, at lunchtime. Carve out 5 minutes for that. But I'm going to give you a couple of other strategies today that you can implement in your life to remind yourself of the things that you're grateful for. And so I'll give you an example, a real life example this morning. My kids woke up and they were freezing cold upstairs and came down and the heater's not working. So it was 60 degrees in their bedrooms and they were like little popsicles. They were really cold, but as that's frustrating, and yes, I have to get somebody to come out and fix it, I also reminded myself, I'm really grateful that we live in the day and age where we have heat and that this is a minor inconvenience and that it is, we are going to be able to fix it. We know somebody who can fix it. We can contact that person. We have that relationship already. So really, yes, it's a problem to solve, but it doesn't have to throw our entire day off because the heat went out. Yes, it's definitely frustrating and we want to get it fixed, but I'm just so grateful that we have the ability to do that. And second of all, that we live in the day and age that we actually have that. Another grateful thing I have today to share with you is, first, I went to the gym on Saturday and I left my car there on purpose because I rode with my brother to go run some errands. And I said, I'll leave my car there so make sure that I get back on Sunday and go to the gym on Sunday. Well, I didn't go to the gym yesterday. So I went and got my car this morning and it was super cold and there was frost all over the windows. And it reminded me that I'm so grateful I have a garage that I park my car in most nights. And so those little things, those are the things that we tend to forget about. And gratitude is not about the big things. It is important to be grateful as well for the big things in life, but those little things in life, the hug that you get to give your family around the holidays, despite whatever else is going on in your relationship with those people, it's that hug and compassion, and you're here. And I'm grateful that you're here. So the gratitude journal is one thing that you can do. Sit down and what are 5 things I'm grateful for today? And really challenge yourself every day to think of 5 different things, because we can kind of get stuck in a rut of, okay, I'm grateful for this and this and this, but really, what are you grateful for? And that can be things in your life, that can be experiences that you've had that have led you down this path to be where you are today. That can be relationships in your life, and where those have led you as well. And some of those are relationships that are hard. And sometimes our hard relationships, whether that be with family, friends, romantic partners, siblings, or children, those teach us the most about ourselves. And so really, what am I grateful for? And I have to go back to Tony Robbins. I know I've talked about this before, but he says, if you're going to blame people, and he's talking about his mother in particular, if you're going to blame them for the bad things, you better blame them for the good things too. And so what are you also grateful for? What lessons did you learn? And had you not gone through that experience, you would be a different person today. And to be grateful for who you have become. Giving thanks, a simple thank you, a genuine thank you, looking someone in the eye and saying thank you. I know a lot of people were out shopping this past weekend for the holiday and Black or Green Friday or whatever they're calling it nowadays. Even when I was out and about shopping with my sister and the girls, I made sure to tell the people there in the stores, thank you so much for being here today. They were kind of taken back by it. But I worked retail for a number of years on Black Friday when it was a little bit crazy and hectic. And I am very grateful for the people that are there working. And that was kind of taken, some people were taken back by that I would thank them for being there. That's their job. They're supposed to be there, of course, but I am appreciative that they were there, and I'm appreciative I was able to go out, and we had a beautiful day here in Nebraska to go out and even shop and get some Christmas stuff done. Taking a gratitude walk. And so this can be done any time of year, although we're a little more hesitant to do it when it's colder out. But going outside and really, what are you seeing? What are you grateful for that you see? The sunset last night, for example, was gorgeous. It was pink and purple and light blue, and really being grateful for that. That was beautiful. I'm so grateful and glad I got to experience that with my kids. Just seeing that, and what do you smell and what do you hear? And there's still birds out chirping and squirrels running around trying to hide their nuts for the winter time and get ready to hibernate. So what are you thankful for on a walk? And what do you see, feel, hear, experience in that? And even the silence, the wind. Do you have a breeze that brushes your face or blows your hair? Those are all things that we tend to just take for granted, and we don't really pay attention to them. But that's that mindfulness work of being in the moment and being really present in the moment and being grateful for that moment. A gratitude letter is another thing that you can do. Write a letter to someone, whether you give it to them or not. Take 10 minutes, set a timer, take 10 minutes, sit down and write a letter to somebody in your past, in your present, and you could give that to them. I know I personally love getting mail. That's not a bill. I know a lot of people also love getting that. That's not, our snail mail system now is mostly just bills, or advertisements, I guess, too. But really being grateful and sending that to someone if you think it would make a difference. You can make someone's day by just telling them that you're grateful for them. A grateful conversation. Call someone. We really are good at texting now, texting and emailing, but a phone call, a simple phone call to someone and telling them how grateful you are to have them in your life and how wonderful they are, what impact they've had on you, and how they have helped you become the person that you are. I know I have been contacted a few times for that, and I am always blown away by what people share with me. And I am eternally grateful for clients, family members, friends. But I've even had people reach out to me that I went to college with and said, you really made a difference in my life when, and they've shared that with me. And I have passed that on to other people as well, because I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't know who who I am without all the people that have been in my life to get me here. And I cannot take credit for that. That is through all the experiences I've had with other people. That is partly my education, but the people I met in my educational journey and, the people that were around me growing up. And I'm still growing up, I'm still learning, and it's awesome that I have such great people in my life. So today's episode is about gratitude. And really, really feeling that gratitude, even if life isn't perfect, even if things are down in the dumps right now, or you're going through a rough patch, try to shift your mindset into thinking about what you are grateful for, what is going right. When those things didn't go quite right, what blessings came out of those instead, and how to really shift into that happiness, more of a happiness mindset, state of mind, and be able to appreciate that for what it is. Thank you so much for listening. If you found something valuable in this podcast episode, please like, share, or subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. And this is a really great time for me to also say thank you so much for all of you for listening and supporting this podcast. Have a great day.